I can't believe what this Sam's Club and Walmart insider just told me is really going on. Let's talk about it. So everyone can see with their own eyes what's going on at this point with the food shortages, empty shelves, supply chain issues. All these things are just becoming so obvious. We don't really need the news to warn us, you know, like we know what's happening. It's good to get confirmation, but we know what's going on, and I see it in my comments constantly, and we're gonna go over some of these. But I had a Sam's Club insider tell me something that is just, it's so creepy and weird, and just like gave me just a really bad vibe and a bad view of the future. But before we get to that, let's read some of these comments that you guys have been sending me, because like you guys have the best intel. You see it right in front of your face. Like everyone knows what's going on. Let's just dig in really quick before we get to the Sam's Club thing about what people are just seeing in their everyday lives, because this is real stuff, and I want you guys to tell me down below what's going on too. So just the first comment. I've been in retail my entire life. During COVID, I noticed the end caps have changed. They were filling them with large box items like cereal. So I've noticed that too, that a lot of stores, they just don't even have end caps anymore. There used to be like freaking giant pyramids of boxes of stuff everywhere all throughout the store, because there was so much stuff, and end caps everywhere. It was like hard to get through sometimes because there was so much stuff. None of that's around now. It's very bare. It's just dwindling, slowly getting away. So that's somebody that's worked in retail their whole life, and they notice this starting a couple years ago, and it's getting worse. Let's get to a few more comments really quick. Kellogg's moved from Canada to China a couple months ago. Now we hardly get them on the shelves here. So that's another thing. Like I haven't noticed any cereal. There's been cereals I haven't been able to get for months at a time. And it's probably related to Kellogg's. And they're moving their supply chains to China. Why are they doing that? This is an American company, and they're in Canada right there, and now they're moving to China. So this is just another death by 1,000 cuts. Let's get another comment. They just remodeled my local Walmart and made the aisles wider with fewer shelves. Probably to hide the shortages from us consumers so we don't panic. That is so true. It seems like the the aisles have been so much wider. They've been taking out aisles too, it seems like. I think we have some comments confirming that. Let's see what they say. This is another one talking about it. At my Walmart, they just did a remodel, but they do that every 5 years anyways. But after listening to you, I just realized that when I was shopping 4 days ago, the chip aisle was not there anymore. Also, there's only one cashier, and it's a super center that serves 3 counties with one cashier. I've noticed that too. We have like one cashier and the rest just self-checkout. Like what's going on? And they noticed the chip thing, because I keep mentioning how the chip aisle is just empty every time I go there. So they probably just got rid of it at this point, because it just looks so bad having a giant empty aisle of chips. So let's read a couple more. Both Walmarts I shop at moved most of their shelves further apart. I overheard the employee talking about it. Plus the foods are only 2 deep. That is... yeah, that's the thing too. It's like, if you remember going to the store, it used to be like your boxes of food are stacked. Everything's just stacked. Like I watch this show, and sometimes when they're out in public, it shows stuff from just a couple years ago when they're in grocery stores and different stuff like this. And it's stacked. It's stacked with food. And now there's only 2 of each thing. Like there's millions of people in some cities, and there's only a dozen of each item. Like that's scary stuff. Let's read a couple more really quick. I noticed in a Walmart here, you can get 3 carts down an aisle. That's true, yeah. It seems like you can get more It used to only be 2, like you can barely squeeze by because they're trying to pack as much stuff in there. But now that's a lot of space too. If you account that for every aisle, that really adds up quick. How many aisles did they take out? They could have taken out multiple aisles at that rate. This is crazy. So let's read one more comment, and then we'll get into the Sam's Club Insider after this. Just 2 weeks ago at my nearest Walmart, for a single orange, it was priced $5.38. $5.38 for a single orange. Wow. I believe it too. Like, prices are just all over the place right now. And it's rising so much that they can't even keep up with the tags. Like, they're changing hundreds of tags a day, sometimes thousands a day on certain days, just to keep up with all the price changes and price increases. Oh, this is crazy. So you guys are seeing this right in front of your face. You know what I mean? Like, give me more intel down below. Let me know what you guys are seeing at your stores, because this is just like, it's getting so noticeable. I don't know how people are going to start panicking soon. You know what I mean? And it's like, so you need to get prepared now before people panic and there's really nothing left to buy. We don't need to panic. There's no panic. Do you see me panicking? I'm not panicking. I just want people to get prepared. You know, just like a warning, like, hey, this is coming, so get your food now. So let's get into what this Sam's Club Insider said. And I'm not going to say their name or anything, but it says, I work at Sam's Club, and last week they started turning off a good percentage of their lights. That's weird. None of the employees know why, but the working theory is to save money. That's really, really creepy. When I read that they're turning off their lights to save money, what's going on? This is like that's like third world country, like dystopian, like Sam's Club can't keep the lights on. What's going on? I keep thinking that too. These big empty refrigerators, why are they just sitting here paying for a refrigerator to be on with nothing in it, with no chicken in it? You know? Same, now they're turning off the lights. And that's just that's symbolic of what they want to do to us. Like, they want to shut the lights off. They want to end this abundance for us, you know? That's really symbolic. And if these big corporations, Sam's Club is Walmart, guys. It's the same company. It's just like a different brand for it. So it's the same thing. If you're wondering like how Sam's Club and Walmart are related, it's the same thing. And they're turning off their lights to save money. That's so just like, that's weird. That's weird that they're thinking of that. Like, hey, what if we could just cut these lights off? That means something's really bad is going on. Like, all this inflation, all this stuff, and they still can't even make money. What's happening? Let's read the rest of her comment. Something not so secret among the employees is that you have an empty space on the shelf. It's to be filled with extra of something else. For example, we normally have pizza rolls and Uncrustables next to each other. Lately, we haven't had Uncrustables, so instead stacking the pizza rolls 2 or 3 cases deep, they will spread it out long ways to fill the gap made by the Uncrustables. So yeah, they're just filling the gaps of things that are supposed to be there. You know, it's supposed to be 8, 10, 12 packages deep, and they're just putting it a couple deep throughout the whole shelf. So you just have a whole thing of whatever pizza rolls, you know. It's just weird. It's very dystopian. And they also mentioned that limits have already started on items. Like, flowers already being limited. It says flowers limited at 5 per person. And it also says, and also I checked out at Walmart, and toilet paper and stuff was already being limited. I could only get 4 of each of toilet paper and paper towels at Walmart online. So let me know what you guys are seeing at your stores. Hit those comments down below. Give me your intel. Like, I want to know what's going on, because what I'm seeing in my area is just sketchy. It's not getting better. And just think about it. It's hard to remember, but maybe Google it or something. Maybe I'll put a picture up. Grocery stores in just 2016 or 17 or 18. These stores were stacked. They were like pyramids and like giant football guys, like made of Pepsi and crap. You know, there was like so much stuff everywhere. Giant cans of things, during the holidays, just like this stuff was stacked, because that's the marketing gimmick of it, is the more you have, the more people want to buy. Like I've worked at a grocery store before, so I know how this works. And it's just a marketing thing. It's smarter to have more stuff. So the fact that they're not filling these shelves is just very problematic. And now they can't even keep their lights on. Sam's Club can't keep their lights on. That's the secret intel. Like, what's going on? Not even Sam's Club can. So if a mega corporation like Sam's Club, Walmart is struggling to keep their lights on, how are you supposed to keep your lights on? How are you supposed to feed your family? You know, it's true. You need to start thinking about this. And what can you do? You need to buy food now while it's cheap. Get prepped, or cheaper than what it's gonna be. It's not cheap, but it's cheaper. And you need to start growing your own food, guys. Get chickens, get a garden going. I got my maters growing right now. I'll show them in a couple videos from now. I'll show them to you guys. They're getting there, guys. Get your garden going. I got maters, squash, lettuce, kale, cucumbers, all this stuff going in trays to get transplanted here in a couple weeks once the frost warning is gone. We got chickens going. Get it going, guys. Do things now, because you want to have these skills before it hits the fan. You know, you want to have all this knowledge. You don't want to be messing up when it's critical. You don't want to be wasting seeds and all this stuff when it's critical to, when you only have a couple seeds to grow. You know, you need to have this knowledge now when you don't want your family to be starving and then you're trying to grow a garden for your first year. You know, so get it going now, guys. Get the experience now. It's fun. It's fun to do it. Once you like get good at this, it's just like second nature, and it's fun, and you get in the rhythm. You want to like go check your plants and check on your chickens and all this stuff. It's fun, guys. Just get into it. This is what humans are supposed to do. We're supposed to grow our own food and be self-sufficient. This is what humans, our whole psyche was based around, like growing food, finding food, and, you know, going on to the next generation. Like that's been taken out of our humanity. Like we don't even know where our food comes from, or we're disconnected from it. So we need to get reconnected to our food, because that's what humans are supposed to do. You know, it's fun, guys. Just do it. Get a garden. I see people commenting down below saying you inspired me to get a garden going. That is the best feeling, guys. That's awesome. That's what I want to hear. That's what makes a difference, you know, because then those are people that are going to be sustainable in the future, and those people are going to win in this future. You know, we don't want people to be starving and be begging for a handout and all this stuff. This can be the opportunity for people to take back the future and take back our food and take back, you know, what's ours. Like America's founded on food, guys. Like we've produced the most food for a long time. That's what we do. We're farmers and fighters. That's what we are in America. So get this mentality back. Start thinking like a farmer. I've made videos on this before. Think like a farmer, guys, and get in the swing of things. It's perfect time. It's springtime in most of North America. Let's get it, guys. Let's grow some food, and hit those comments down below. Hit those thumbs up, and you guys have a blessed day, guys. Thank you.